everybody, greetings and welcome to my channel Retracing My Africa in the Diaspora. I am Dr. Muyoka. Karibu sana. If you're coming here for the first time, please feel at home. And if you're a returning subscriber, I'm excited that you've elected to return. Guys, in today's video, I'm talking something very serious. If you have applied for the US green card and got selected, you received your welcome notice and are now just waiting for when your interview comes around, please listen attentively. This video is for you. I have very important information for you guys. I'm going to be talking about the US green card. So stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. Yeah. Guys, you know, when we apply for the green card, and for those of us who have been very fortunate to get the US green card and cross the Atlantic to the United States of America, very often our experiences are kind of difficult because you enter into this, I don't know what I can say. Maybe I could say into a new space that you were not familiar with previously. At least that was my case. I didn't know a lot of these details, and I've just learned over time about this. And so I'm trying to share with you information that I feel I never knew. And I believe that a lot of you also need this information. One of these things that we don't discuss enough is the actual green card. You know, we talk a lot about how to apply for a visa, how to get the visa, how to get this documentation that will help you support your case and so forth. But we don't talk about the green card itself. There's a lot of details that you need to know about the green card. And that's what I'm here to break it down for you today. I came with my notes so that I don't forget anything. Yeah. So guys, when you go to the US Embassy to apply for your diversity visa, usually you'll be expected to pay for that visa, obviously. And later, you'll also need to pay for your green card. Okay, the US green card, the last time I checked, which is a few days ago, sorry, not the green card, the US visa. Let's start with the visa. The US visa as of now, 2024, we're in the year 2024, we're in the month of September. Okay, currently they're charging $330 for a visa. So if you go to the embassy and apply and get the visa, that's how much you're going to need to pay. After you pay for your visa and you begin to plan your travel to the United States of America, you are also encouraged to pay for your green card prior to leaving your destination, your country of origin. Prior to leaving your country of origin, your destination is going to be the United States of America. So before you leave to come to the US, you will need to pay for your green card. The green card, as we speak right now, is costing $220. Okay? So that's how much you're going to pay. If you're a family, you're going to have to multiply that cost times every member of your family. Okay, so let me tell you what happens when you arrive. Actually, from the time you leave, when you leave your country, get on that plane, you fly, you arrive at the port of entry. That is the city that you arrive when you first come to America. That will allow you entry into the United States of America. When you arrive at the port of entry, you're going to encounter immigration officers, the customs and border control. You encounter them. They're going to be reviewing your documents before they can let you in. Okay? Now, guys, there are two kinds of green cards. There's the permanent card that you receive when you arrive in the United States of America, and there is what you call a temporary green card. Okay, it's going to be in the form of a visa stamp. Okay, so when you get to the port of entry, those customs and border protection officers, they will stamp your passport. They will stamp your passport, and that stamp is called the I-551 stamp. It's the same as a green card, essentially, because with that stamp, you will be allowed to work. Even if your green card has not arrived in the mail yet, you can still use it to work. So two kinds, the temporary form, which is that stamp I'm talking about, and the actual green card that is sent in the mail when you arrive here. Okay, remember that when you fill in your DS-260, you provide a US mailing address. So that's where the US CIS, the US citizenship and services and immigration services office will send your documentation, that is your green card and so forth, and you'll also receive your social security number in the mail as well. So the address you provide on DS-260, that's the address they're going to use to send you this documentation. Okay, so once you arrive in the USA, guys, you'll be waiting on your documentation to arrive, right? Usually the social security card will be the first to arrive. It arrives very quickly in 2 or 3 weeks, because when you arrive at the port of entry and you're given entry, allowed to enter, they stamp your passport and allow you to enter, they enter that information in their systems. So already the US government will be aware that you are now inside the United States of America. So they'll begin the process of processing your documentation. Okay, so your social security card is going to be the first thing that comes in the mail. 2 to 3 weeks, you should have received it, followed by your green card. Your green card usually takes a little bit longer. It may take a month or slightly longer than that. You will get it in the mail. Okay, so when you receive the green card in the mail, you need to review it. Look at it and see that it has the correct names and correct date of birth, just the correct details. Okay, it doesn't have a whole lot, but you need to look. You need to look. It actually, yeah, I've just remembered. It has your names, your date of birth, when it will be expiring, and it also has your N number there. So it has quite a bit of detail there. You need to review, make sure it's the correct information. Okay. Now, in case your green card has an error on it, you may need to request for a replacement. Okay. But there are other cases, there are other reasons that may lead to you requesting for the replacement of your green card. You may end up losing it, or it's stolen, or it's mutilated, or maybe damaged in some way, and you need one. Guys, before I talk about how this replacement is done, I want to begin by saying, please take care of your green card. Once you received it, take good care of it. Make sure you have copies of it reserved somewhere. Yeah, take care of it. Just try as much as you can not to get in a situation where you need to have it replaced, because you have to pay for it. The replacement is not free. For those of you who don't know, I know some people are not aware of this, but the US State Department some few months ago introduced new fees for the replacement of a lost, damaged, mutilated, or stolen green card. So you have to be aware of this, that there are new fees associated with this. Okay, there are 2 ways to apply for your green card if it is lost and you're trying to replace it. You can apply online, that is online filing, or you can do paper filing, where you just print documents out, fill them in, fill the details in, and then send the application by mail, by regular mail. Yeah. So if you're doing an online application, guys, I'm looking at the cost. Is that written here? Okay, online application, they're going to charge you $415. Okay. And if you're doing a paper application, it's $455 for the paper application. So it's much cheaper for you to do an online application rather than a paper application, because you'll pay more. All right, guys. Now, when you fill in this form, it's actually called Form I-90. I don't know if I had said that earlier. Form I-90. Once you fill in this form, you'll also be required to attend a biometrics appointment, where they will take your biometrics. They'll take a picture of you, they'll take your fingerprints, and they'll have you sign documents to show that you're applying for a replacement of your green card. Okay? Once you've done that and gone back home, they will send you in the mail what they call a receipt notice. This receipt notice is acknowledging that you've put in an application for replacement of your green card, and it will also have a number. So that number will help you track the status of your application. Okay? until the time when you receive a replacement in the mail. Now, I did some research, but I could not find the exact time period for how long you will wait for this green card to come. Like it varies. Yeah, it varies depending on if they have backlog or some other things going on. You don't want to lose your green card, guys. That's all I can tell you, because you don't want to get into all of these complications. But in case this happens, not to worry, guys. The State Department has some way around this. While you're waiting for the replacement of your green card, they will have you get your passport stamped again with a temporary green card. Okay, it's called the Alien Documentation, Identification and Telecommunication Stamp, ADIT. That's what they call it. That's what they will stamp for you, and it'll give you it will just help you have that proof that you are a permanent resident and that you can work in the United States of America. That's what will happen in case you lose your green card. Yeah, in the event that they have errors on your green card, not you, but the State Department had errors on your green card and it has to be replaced, you will not pay for that. That will be free of charge. It's just in other events, like when you lose or damage the card yourself, then that's where the costs start to come in. Guys, I don't know if there's any of you that have found this video helpful, but I hope you have. I hope the majority of you have. And if you have, please give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, and if you haven't already followed, kindly consider subscribing to my channel for more videos on immigration to the United States, immigrating to the United States via green card. Thank you so much for listening. Until another time, it's bye-bye.